right, guys, we're going back to New York City and the NYPD. They're back in the news, and why wouldn't they be? They're the NYPD. Yes, a 3-year investigation ended Wednesday, September 12th, with the arrest of 7 New York City police officers on prostitution, corruption, and misconduct charges in connection with an illegal gambling and prostitution ring in Brooklyn and Queens, law enforcement officials said. 2 other officers, including a detective who until 5 months ago worked in the Internal Affairs Bureau, were stripped of their guns and shields and placed on administrative duty. The police said that more than 40 civilians were also in custody and being sought in connection with this investigation, which began with an anonymous officer's tip to the Internal Affairs Unit in April of 2015. The arrested officers are suspected of providing protection for the ring's activities in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, and along Roosevelt Avenue in Queens, the police said. Commissioner James P. O'Neill of the New York Police Department said, quote, "Today those who swore an oath and then betrayed it have felt the consequences of that infidelity." Infidels. He goes on, "The people of this department are rightly held to the highest standard, and should they fail to meet it, the penalty will be swift and severe." Commissioner O'Neill said, "With the arrests, the Internal Affairs Unit and the District Attorney have sent a clear message. There is no place in the NYPD for criminal or unethical behavior." So Commissioner O'Neill says there is no place in the New York Police Department for criminal or unethical behavior. We will see. Will these guys be prosecuted to the fullest extent or just terminated and fired? Now, you know that the civilians are going to probably do prison time. I want to see what's going to happen to the officers. Are they going to be terminated and fired? Well, we let them go. They did wrong. Or are they going to be, put in prison? Who knows? Will the blue line be smeared and erased this time? I do want to recommend a movie to you concerning the NYPD. It's on Hulu, and it's a documentary about the NYPD under Chief Bratton called Crime Plus Punishment. Crime and Punishment, a documentary about targeting and getting quotas. And it basically talks about that if they don't get quota on arrests, like you don't have that many arrests this month, you're going to have to up your arrests, or we're going to have to put you on a modified training program. That's what you hear them say in this documentary. It is cray-cray. So I want to recommend that to you guys. Go watch that documentary on Hulu, Crime Plus Punishment. And as always, the link to the full story of these 7 NYPD officers and more being charged and arrested is in the description box below. It's a very long story. I gave you the broad strokes. There you go. More officers thinking that they can do crime because, well, I have a badge and I can get away with it. Apparently, they're being charged. What is this mob mentality with law enforcement anyway? Like, hey, we can do crime rings, we can do gambling rings, we can do prostitution rings. What the hell? I don't get it. News Now Ukaipa, bringing you what's going on across the nation with your law enforcement and public officials.